I'm Aisha Mohamed, a PPF at Talodoon from Wajir. My topic of discussion, that is my campaign topic, is in girl, child, and women empowerment and how they can be a tool to prevent the violence that is happening in the society. First, what is violence? Violence, and this is conflict that happens in the society. These injustices that happens to women in the society. Though in our community we see women as vulnerable, that is why we say that they are being looked down upon. We say that they are being and there are the injustices that are being done to them. So now that I took that topic, women are the ones who are used as a tool to overcome the violence that are happening in the society. So I chose this topic because they can be the key factor which can prevent the violences and injustices that are happening in the society. Okay, to start the discussion, do you know, or like which other violence in the society, do you know that happens to women in Wajir County? That is, please, if you have some, suggest for us, Abu.
Harmful traditional practices like FGM, early marriages. For example, FGM, this during the cut when the girls are undergoing, some of them bleed to death. And this also gives them problem when they are giving birth. I think this one is very, very harmful and should be eradicated in the society.
Okay, that is it. So now let us come. How can we empower these women with all those challenges that you mentioned, like early marriages, sexual harassment, FGM? The other thing is divorce. All these challenges that are facing the girl child and the woman in the society. How do we overcome them? How can we empower them? Because remember, when a woman is divorced, she's being left behind with kids. And those kids, if they are not given proper guidance, can terror groups. So do you think you can empower the girl when she is young? Start with that. When she is at the age that she is in school, how do you empower her? Okay, Abu, can you please?
I think the best way is to engage community elders in the fight, because every problem is the leadership problem.
Hey, yeah. Another suggestion that you may have maybe on you can empower the women in the society. Muna is connecting.
Now I think we need to educate the mass on the traditional practices like FGM, marriages, and because when the communities, I'm sure they will stop it somehow.
If you educate her, that is, when she's in school, give her education, give her on the challenges, the problems that are facing. How educate her future children? Because a girl who, she's the first person who, as in like encounter with, right? So my question is, what will you do? Remember, you say the challenges, that is, divorce, all those challenges that you mentioned. Now, how a woman who is divorced with the children, and remember, if the children are not given a proper guidance, they might even terror communities. What do you think can be done to those girls so that they cannot join that group?
Can support them by giving them some funds so that they can start some businesses which they can better life for their children.
When you are a mother to 10 children whom you cannot provide for them, if you are given an opportunity to do that, if you are given the opportunity, the way of earning money, the kids will just go because nobody wants to suffer in this world. To avoid that, and those women have to be, start opening for them vivandas, mombogas, at least, that had to provide for her children. Abu Muna, anybody with another
suggestion? You can empower them by educate a girl in future. She will make her something for herself, for her children. So maybe education can work.
Question. Yeah, education can work to educate the children. Girl, it's like you've educated the whole society. I think by saying that, by educating the, but you know, the best employment a person can give you is education, wealth, organization, everything, organization. But as you are educated, you have that paper, you can provide for yourself. You can go to any organization, anywhere, and you'll be given, right? So I think educating a woman is like educating the whole society, whereby if she has, she can help the people at the lower ground do not understand what is happening, what this. She can educate them. She can tell them about the dangers of the violences, what impact it can bring to the society. So that is it. Abu, do you have empower girl child in the society?
I would like just to touch on the point of educating girl child, but the real problem lies in the school. Claim they never or seldom felt weight on their in around in the school compound. Many of them claim that they suffer from various forms of violence, such as physical, sexual abuse, or harassment and bullying. So I think when you are educating them, taking them to school, we should also ensure long-lasting in their security and quality education for them.
Okay, that is so what I could have urged. We, the youths now, we are the youths. We at least we are. So what do we do now that the girls are facing this challenge? What are who are supposed to create awareness on these abuses in the society, right? I, it starts with you, Muna, and Abu. That is so. You are supposed to take the initiative of educating. Not only will you educate the youth, because the harassment not only comes from the youth, it also comes from the older people, right? So what we are supposed to do is you people also are supposed to take the initiative of doing that. So please let us join hands, and also you're supposed to educate your fellow youths on the dangers of the abuses that the girls go through. Okay, what other form of empowerment can you give to a girl or like a society? Question.
Okay, it's not only education. You can also provide for them clean water for them to have a good health in their life. Because girls travel how many million miles to get water, so that is not safe for them. By traveling that miles, they get dirty water. So by providing them a safe water will improve their health.
Okay, that is it. Abu, any other form of empowerment can you give to a girl child? Uh, Abu, do you have any other suggestion?
I just think that we should reach out to marginalized and rural areas to avoid social issues like harassment, teenage pregnancies on the girls, because it's sad age of 20 having kids on the back, and others maybe they're breastfeeding. That is, those girls are supposed to be elsewhere. I think we should avoid the teenage pregnancies, harassment they are facing.
Okay, this is now. My question goes to you. You are a youth. What change now that you have told us about the challenges? Now that you've told us how you're going to empower these girls so that they cannot, then like so that they can not face the violences that's happening in the society. The question is, you as a youth, what initiative will you, as in like from your part, what can you do to avoid all this in the society?
Madam Aisha,
Yes.
like to say that we should engage youth to become agent of change. Like recently in Brazil, I've seen boys are standing up for gender equality and breaking down the attitudes that cause them. And here, and also in our country, Kenya, when you do that, I can see going to have a good results.
Okay, that is a good decision. Yeah, Muna, any suggestion that you have, you as a youth, what challenge, what changes can you bring in the society to overcome being faced actually on the girl child?
Okay, you create awareness to the society, the benefits of doing so.
Okay, you guys have said your point. What also I can say is that change starts with you and I, right? So as youths, I think it should start from us. If you see a woman as in like a girl child who has undergone trauma of harassment, what do? You have to guide and counsel. So among the youths, what I thought is that we should educate each other. It should start from me. I learn or like I go to the seminars whereby such what is it called such themes are being discussed, themes on how to overcome violence, how to overcome trauma, how to overcome psychological effects that comes with those violent. So when you go to those seminars, you get at least educated on those challenges. So what do? You should educate the other youths that are close to your neighbors. So if you come together as one, if you come together as in like of that area and advocate, I am sure that all other youths will see you as their role models. So I think that it should start with us. Any other thing that you can add?
You can also use the TVs, radios to announce the benefits of doing so. So maybe it can work.
Abu Bakr, any other suggestion, any addition point?
I think we should just challenge the experience so that we can give them possible solutions.
Okay, what I think is that most of the youths, we use social media, right? Social media is is the main communication area that we use as the youth nowadays. What I could have urged the youth is that if you have a problem, challenge that they are facing, they can use this to seek solutions, to seek answers, to support their fellow. One of them is violate the hashtag on Twitter. What I'm sure is the person or the girl who has undergone the violence. You all know that the world has changed, technology has changed. We can use Facebook to campaign against the violence. We can use Twitter, the hashtag. We can use WhatsApp. You know, there are many social platforms, and everybody around the world will see what is happening. Campaign against the violences on social media, I am sure is that in the violence will reduce, the harassment will reduce because condemning. Nobody wants to be embarrassed, right? So if we start condemning the people, as in like the ones who are inflicting the pain on the girl child, I am sure that at the end of the day, they will be punished. The youth should come to the fight in take the police to be corrected. So I'm sure a change starts with us. So as youth, we are supposed to use campaigns. We are supposed to create awareness in our community so that at least we can prevent the violence that the society. Any conclusion? Do you want to conclude this? That is Muna and Abu. Give me. What are your conclusions? Abu Bakr, any conclusion you have on this topic?
I will just want to finish with we should stand against regressive child face in their life, because in the recent in an article recently it says girls experience violence in their lifetime, and 1 of 10 have been victim of sexual abuse. So I think we must take a stand now or risk further loss of right, and when this often equates to loss of life.
Okay, Muna, what is your conclusion to this topic?
Okay, for me, we should support each other by supporting the girl child in the society, so that they will support themselves. Ew.
Okay, now that let us conclude all of us, as in like I conclude this topic by saying that to empower a person, not only do you empower a person by financially, that is, you can empower the person with knowledge. You know, if you tell, like, if you educate somebody by telling them that if you do this, it can take you to violence. If you do, you know, at least give them the moral support, like the educated girls or the educated women in the society are supposed to be conducting meetings. They are supposed to be conducting gatherings in their society in like
Aisha,
educate the girls. Yes. Yeah, Ubah, you have joined us.
Aisha,
Yeah, we were talking.
yeah,
Please.
I've joined. I was hearing the conclusion. Hello,
Okay, give us your suggestion, please.
are you getting me?
Yeah,
Hello.
we are getting you. Please give us some of your suggestions.
Yeah, my suggestion are this. I'm sorry I was late. So what I'm trying
It's
to
okay, no
say,
problem.
is like this: girl child violence. So my point of view is when we support each other, girls, then you're boosting the other girls. You're giving them morale by talking to them. Hello,
Yeah, at
hello.
least I've got your point. Okay, that was a suggestion that we support each other.
So, what I was saying is the change must start from us.
Okay, we got your point. Yeah, it should start from you and I so that we can bring change to the whole society. Not when you start on something, everybody will look down upon you. But you know, you're not supposed to give up. Every successful person, when you ask them about their campaign, they tell you that they started as an individual. Nobody believed on them. So what I think is that if us girls we start if us girls we start the campaign on avoiding the violences that are happening to the girl child in the society, what I'm sure is that we are going to bring changes in the society. I think that is the end of our discussion.